This is John, a very brave and intelligent boy who moved to Santiago, Chile with his parents when he was born. He grew up like any other boy, going to school, playing games, and having a normal life. But he had other interests and preferences, and that made him different. However, John tried to hide his condition because of his fear to face the rejection of his classmates, friends, and parents. Although he tried and tried and tried to keep his privacy, the truth finally was coming out. His parents decided to transfer him to another school when he was promoted to high school. Here, classes were numerous, about 20 students in each, a lot more than he was used to. So, as you can imagine, rumors were inevitable. His attitudes were different, and society generally doesn't accept it because of the suspicion that people have with it. These rumors affected him a lot, because his classmates were talking about him, and almost all the school was doing the same, so he felt very sad and under pressure. His closer friends didn't study with him, his classmates were not the best, and his parents worked the whole day, so they almost didn't have time for him. Finally, John collapsed because he hadn't talked about his feelings with anybody, and his life was hell itself. One day his head teacher, Mrs. Fernandez, tried to talk to him because she saw that he was always alone at school and he didn't talk to any of his classmates. In that moment, she realized that there was a problem with him. John confessed her that he felt attracted to boys and not to girls, but he didn't want others to know about his orientation. The teacher told him that it would be better for his parents to know this, because they were the only ones who could help him. The boy ended up accepting it and Mrs. Fernandez met with them to communicate the situation. That day was the most terrible day that he had ever had. His parents sent him to the psychologist and other doctors to try to help him, but he felt that they couldn't, because the only thing that he wanted was to have friends, a normal life, and to accept himself as he was. As time passed, his classmates sent him very offensive messages through social networks. They bothered him throwing papers and insulting him when they were in classes, so that depressed and hurt him a lot more. Those things made him make the worst decision that anybody could make. When he was home alone, the afternoon of the 25th of October of 2003, asking himself about why his life was not as he wanted it to be, John wrote a message to his parents. After that, he committed suicide consuming an overdose of pills. His parents found him in his bedroom and they got bereaved and broken down because they couldn't do anything for their son. They also found the message and read it. I would never have been happy there, without friends or dreams. I'm much better now. Thanks for everything. I love you, John.